So I don't know about you, but sometimes I can feel like evil is winning. Like, I don't know if you feel like that sometimes. Like, you look around the world and just all the things that are happening, it feels like evil is winning. But I was encouraged by a verse that I read the other day, and I wanted to share it with you. And it's Paul, and he's talking to the church in Romans, and it's taken from, I'm just going to read it's chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 19. And it says, "Dear friends, never take revenge." Ugh, that's hard. "Leave that to the righteous anger of God." So for us as humans, we can have righteous anger. God tells us it's like you can have righteous anger, but oftentimes because we're humans, our anger is not righteous. Like it can go overboard. So God is the one who he has righteous anger. And then he says, "For the scriptures say, I will take revenge. I will pay them back, says the Lord." God says he's going to take revenge. He will pay them back. So we may wonder, we may think some of the things that are happening in the world today, all the things that are happening in the world today, we're wondering, where is God? What is he doing? Why isn't he doing anything about it? And he's saying, I'm going to take revenge. And I'm not talking about defending yourself. That's different. I'm talking about revenge. I'm talking about trying to get back at somebody for something that they did to you. And God is saying, I'm going to take revenge. I will pay them back. And we may not see it on this side of heaven, but we know that a day is coming when everybody will have to be held accountable for all the things that they've done here on earth. As believers, we know that day is coming. And then Paul says instead, and he's quoting from Proverbs, he says, "If your enemies are hungry, feed them. If they are thirsty, give them something to drink." Why is Paul asking us to do this? Why is Paul quoting what is Proverbs? Why does Proverbs say this? Because in doing this, you will heap burning coals of shame on their heads. If instead of responding with revenge, you respond in goodness, you will heap burning coals of shame on their heads. And he doesn't stop there. Paul says, finally, he says, don't let evil conquer you. Evil can conquer us if we respond with evil. If we respond with evil, it has won. It has done what it had set out to do. But Paul doesn't stop there. He says, but conquer evil. How do we do that? By doing good. So I'll just read the verse one more time. He says, don't let evil conquer you, but conquer evil by doing good. So in a world where it feels like evil is winning, we can still conquer evil, not with responding with evil, because then it would have already won, but responding by continuing to do good. I don't know if you've ever met someone who, maybe you've worked with somebody or just, met someone and, they have the opportunity, they're in their position, they have the opportunity to actually help others, to be good to others, to do good to others. And you find them being very hard to work with. They're probably mean and you just wonder what happened to them in life. And when you find out their story, you find out that they were wronged. They were wronged. And now they've gotten into a place where they feel like now they can, use their position, use their power, so to speak, in whatever position they're in, to get back at those who hurt them. The only thing is you're not getting back at the people who hurt them. They're just getting back at whoever crossed their path. And that's what happens when we don't leave it up to God. That's what happens when we respond with the wrong things that have happened to us, and we respond not out of goodness, but out of evil intent, out of trying to get back, that it just gets anybody who ends up in the crosshairs. But we also have the opportunity that if we, instead of returning evil for evil, instead we continue to do good by helping others in doing good. If you are in a position where you are able to do that, do good. because in doing good, that is how we conquer evil. I just wanted to add this quote here. It's a very, very familiar quote from Martin Luther King Jr. You probably know it. It says, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." So instead of responding with evil, instead of trying to figure out how you can get back at the world, and if you're feeling like evil is winning, in whatever way you can, do good. In whatever way you can, keep doing good. Because if we keep doing good, we will conquer evil.